my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Regina Monique and this is Woman of Your Word. And here we are empowered and encouraged to live courageously for God. Happy New Year, you guys. We made it. 2022 clearly had somewhere to be because she was out of here with the quickness, okay? Even though she had to be out of here fast, we thank God for her because 2022 brought me a lot of good things. I'm so excited because this is my first video for the new year, and y'all already know, I'm sure you probably are doing it yourself, that people are out here getting ready to embark upon their New Year's resolutions. They're setting goals, they are making vision boards, and I'm here for all of that, right? I am a vision board queen, okay? But this video is not going to be about what my New Year's resolutions are. I feel like there's 1,002 videos on YouTube about people's New Year's resolutions and setting goals. This video is going to be a little bit different. And I wanted to come to you today to talk to you, not about the resolutions, but to talk to you about the things, 3 things specifically, that will help you be successful with your resolutions. Because y'all know how it is. We set a goal at the new year, we set a resolution at the new year, and we don't really ever stick to them. Like, we tend to find ourselves falling back into our old ways, okay? And so I want to help us be able to have success this year with whatever we set out to do, with whatever resolution that we set, whatever goal we set, whatever vision we have for our lives. I want to help us be successful. And there are 3 ways that, or 3 things that I believe will help you to achieve that success. Now, these 3 things are internal things. There are things that you have to do within yourself, right? In order for them to work. They're not things that you have to actually like go out and do or go out and get. But there are things that you have to decide within yourself that you're gonna do in order to be successful this year with your new goals and your new resolutions. Now, on this channel, we talk about how to live courageously for God. I'm always giving you ideas and pointers and life lessons because listen, I have my own testimony. And so I'm always sharing with you guys things that I believe will help you to be able to really live courageously for God in every area of your life. So the first thing that I want to talk about is your identity. If you're going to set out to do anything, and I mean anything, and really be successful, you have to know who you are. And because this is a channel where we talk about how to live courageously for God, you have to know who you are in God. You have to know your true identity. When you know who you are, sis, you can do just about anything you set your mind to. And so it's very important that we have our identity not set in things, not set in, people or trying to be like people. It's really important that we have our identity set in Christ, who we are in Christ. When you know who you are, that you are a child of the King, that you are a child of God, anything that you set your mind to, you'll be able to achieve, because there'll be nothing that will come your way that will try to confuse you, that will try to make you believe different, that you are not who God says you are, because you are exactly who God says you are and who He created you to be. You are an image bearer of Christ. And when you really believe in that, when you really lock into your true identity in God, you can do anything you set your mind to. It's really easy in this world for us to lock our identity or to place our identity in things or people, social media, right? Those things are major influences on our identity. But I'm telling you, those things are fleeting. Those things will not last. They will fail you, okay? And so when you have your identity set in Christ, the one who does not fail, the one who made you, the one who knows who you are through and through, there is nothing that you cannot do. The second thing that I really believe that will help us really be successful in reaching our goals and being successful with our resolutions and just being successful really in anything that you do in life is we have got to be authentic. When you know who you are, right? When you know your identity and you know who you are in Christ, you can truly be authentic within yourself. That's one of the things that I really want to focus on myself this year, is really just being authentically who I am and who God created me to be. I'm not like anyone else. I am unique. Okay, there is no one else with my exact DNA. There's no one else with my exact character, my exact emotions, my exact makeup. There's no one else like me. And so I'm gonna really try really hard this year to discover deeper who I am, what makes me who I am, what things do I genuinely love and care about. I want to focus on making the YouTube videos that I want to make, and not trying to be like some other creator or some other person or anything else, but really truly being authentic to myself and the things that I value and the things that I believe, and really living in that truth. Be true to who you are. Don't compromise the principles or the things that you value in life for the sake of trying to be like the next person or trying to achieve this thing or that thing. When you are truly authentic, when you know who you are, when your identity is set in Christ and you are authentic to who you truly are, then you can do anything. Sometimes it's hard for us to be authentic because we are concerned about the comfort of others. Okay, I'm not saying it's you, but I'm saying, I know for me, sometimes I have cared a little too much about what other people think about me. And it has cost me my true authenticity. It has cost me being true to the things that I think are important and the things that I care about. And so I want to really challenge you, along with your identity and knowing who you are in Christ, to really being true to yourself and your values. You'll thank yourself for it later. And the last thing that will help us really achieve success with our resolutions, and just like I said, with anything that you do in life, is consistency. Listen, if comparison is the thief of joy, inconsistency is the thief of greatness. The reason why we aren't great at things, or the reason why we may not be successful at something, could very well be because we aren't being consistent. And I know this to be very true in my life, because I have a tendency and a habit to be inconsistent with things. I'll do good for a while and then I'll fall off. And then I will never see the results that I originally set out to see. But may I implore you, friends, that if you really want to be successful in anything that you do, you've got to be consistent. And that applies to anything that you do in life. In every area of your life, you have to be consistent. There's a couple of things that I really want to be consistent with this year. Well, there's more than a couple, but two that I will share with you right now. One of them is I really want to develop my piano playing skills so that I can play on a regular basis for my church. And so I have set out a goal to play in church every other Sunday. And that's gonna take work. That's gonna take a lot of practice on my part to be prepared. Playing the piano is not easy, and I am no pro, okay? I'm an absolute beginner at this, but it's the only way that I'm gonna be successful is to consistently show up every week or every other week and make sure that I'm doing the thing that I set out to do. It's gonna require a lot of work. It's gonna require a lot of practice. It's gonna require a lot of discipline. I know how much we all love that, you know, but it's gonna require those things out of me so that I can make sure that I am meeting the goal that I set out to meet this year. Another thing that I really wanna be consistent in, or that I really wanna grow in, is my YouTube channel. And that's gonna require me to make sure that I'm posting consistently, that I'm sticking to a schedule, that I'm getting in, you know, the habit of filming and being comfortable on camera, and all of the things that go into creating a YouTube video. Consistency is key. If you are not consistent, you are not gonna be successful. So I don't know what New Year's resolutions you set for yourself. I'm sure they're all wonderful and great. I'm sure you're probably like me, you have the goal of wanting to lose weight, wanting to save money, all of the things, right? And like I said in the beginning, I am here for all of that. But I want to encourage you that when you're working towards these goals, that you are really taking into account these three things that I talked about. Know who you are in Christ. Know your true identity. Your identity is not found in anything or anyone else. When you know who you are, you can do just about anything. The second thing is be authentic to that. Be authentic to who you truly are. What are the things that you value? Don't compromise for the sake of being like someone else. Be authentically who you are. The third thing, be consistent. Without consistency, you're gonna fail pretty much every time. And that's another thing too. Even when you fail, right? Even when you fail, you get back up and you start again. I cannot tell you how many times I have messed up in church playing the piano. I cannot tell you how many videos that in my eyes just were not the standard that I wanted them to be. Like, I felt like such a failure. But every time I mess up in church, I do not get discouraged. I just keep going. Yeah, I'm sure people hear it. You know, I play wrong notes. Sometimes I just stop playing altogether in the middle of a song until I can figure out where I am. But I do not let that discourage me. I continue showing up every other week. I continue showing up every week with a video here so that I can see the growth and the success that I want to see. And so I want to encourage you guys with that today, that whatever you set out to do this year, that you really practically implement those 3 things, and I promise you, you'll thank yourself for it later, okay? Happy New Year once again. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.